determination in our eyes will rise above it all.
We make 2 layers and 2 colors, and we start with rectangle, square. That's where we go. Fill and motif. I click here under the category on the arrow and I'm searching for my category, the Netherlands. And then I click on my pattern. That is the 5x2. The other one is mirrored. So with my left mouse button, I will make a square. I drag, 5 down and 5 to the side. While it's selected, I click on duplicate, and then after the duplication, I change the color. I have 2 layers on top of each other. If I pick up the white one, I shift it, you can see that underneath is the blue one. Now I select the duplication and I scroll down and I go to layout. I click that open and then I scroll down and again I click on layout, and now you see these dots, and with my left mouse button I move that a little bit up, about halfway, and then release your mouse button. Now the pattern has shift but not the square. Click on the select button to get rid of the dots. Again I will start with 2 layers, the blue under and the white on top. Select the white one and click on layout. Again move the blue dot, but now adjust a tiny little bit, and then you get this effect. Again do the same as you did before. Select the white one, go to layout and move the blue dot, but now you move it to the right, exactly between the 2 white lines, and actually it's between the 2 blue lines, but you cannot see them. Do the same here, but also select the white one again, and then you move it to the side, what we did before, and then you move it a little bit up, halfway. You can also play with the raw. We can change the raw to 1.5 instead of 2. You see that it's now coming closer together, but it's also a nice effect. So it's something different. Also what we can do with this one is play with the width. So suppose we put the width on 7, so that is 2 millimeters more than it is now. We can also change the width from 5 to 7, and then you get a little jump, but it looks like a stitch. Maybe you need to scroll down to see the row and the column, but change the column to 7. The little horizontal lines, that are the 2 millimeters more than the 5. I put 7 millimeters, so that are the 2 millimeter jumps, but they look like stitches. And also you can see that normally it ends here and it begins there, but now you have that jump in between, so that gives another effect. Now click on layout and place the white, select the white and place the white rows exactly under the blue ones. That looks better. And of course you can also switch the dots or shift the dots to the right in between those 2 rows, and then you get this effect. And what you can do also is place the dots a little more up, right beside the blue ones. And again, you get another effect. Now we're going to play with the other motif, the one that is mirrored vertically, and the white layer we're going to change in that one. And look what you get. Looks really nice. Now click on Layout while the white is selected again and move the dots to the side. And of course you can also put them up a little bit. And I think this is nicer than the other one. I prefer this one. Now you can select both the blue and the white layer and you can change the column. I'm going to change the column to 7. Then select the white layer, go to Layout and place the dots in the right position again. Just play with it a little to the right. You can also put it a little bit up or a little bit down, just the way you want it. Select the white and the blue layer and we're going to change the raw spacing. First I will put it on 4 and see what it does. Let me see if it looks nice. It's a little bit big. I think I will put it on 3. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Now click on Layout again. Now click on the white layer to select it. Click on Layout and play with the dots again. Select the blue layer and put that on 45 degrees. Then select the white layer and put the white layer on 135 degrees. Select the blue layer and do the row spacing on 3 and the column spacing on 7. Then when you're ready, you select the white layer and you put the row spacing on 7 and the column spacing on 6. White is still selected, and go to Layout and play with the dots and just place them in a nice position so that they look good. And here at the white layer I put on 90 degrees and the blue layer on 0. We already made this one before, but I will put the white layer selected and put the row spacing on 4. And also go to Layout and play with it a little bit. I have one white layer and now we're going to play with the alternate motif. Click on alternate motif and check mark again alternate motif, and now click on the second one and that's the mirrored one. So it's just one layer with 2 different motifs. Now we have 2 layers And we will select one, and that's the white one. Then go to Layout, move the dots to the right, exactly in between the two white lines. This is the same as the previous one, but I use the big one, 10 by 4. Look, that's the small one. That's 5 by 2, and this is 10 by 4. But here I used 4 colors. And here I changed the colors.
Stand tall, never gonna fall. Determination in our eyes.